when it came to daydreams and nightmares, I was, for the most part, I was mainly thinking about how much overthinking has like not plagued my life necessarily, but like it has always been with me. I guess in a way it's like a parasitic type thing. But yeah, overthinking has always been there with me throughout my whole life. And honestly, just thinking about it, trying to figure out the cause of that overthinking is what really made me write this song in the first place. Because it really started to be prevalent when I went to uni. And that was the main like motivation, honestly, for writing the lyrics I wrote. Voice telling me things that I never wanted to hear. Soon I go in the wrong direction. The clouds slowly draws near. Fish islands making everything bigger than it seems. Yeah, when it comes to my overthinking, it always ends up, or at least for the most part, it always leads me to the wrong decision, which is also what I reference in the song is the wrong direction. And then also, if y'all didn't peep it, the cloud slowly draws near. That's a Mario Kart reference. That's a Mario Kart reference. You know when Lakitu pulls up with his fucking sign, like, "Oh yeah, you're wrong way," when you end up going backwards in the track in Mario Kart. That's what I was trying to reference there. And then also the fisheye lens is makes it everything bigger than it seems. That was simply just a reference, like Mario. I was thinking Mario Kart again, where Lakitu pulls up with his fucking cam right before, when you start the race, but then also when you finish the race. Fucking world star style and shit. I can't say calm, but I know that is what I need. Society is making it harder to see the light. Believe in the shit I made up. Starting many fights, but now I think for the most part that one was self-explanatory. Yeah, you know, it's just the fact that like the overthinking, especially during uni. Oh my god, fucking first semester university. Fuck. That it really, that's when all the anxiety and the overthinking really kicked in and was so fucking obvious that I could not avoid it. I couldn't run away from it. So yeah, so I knew like during those times too, I had to stay calm, but I could not. I felt like the pressure was fucking on. I couldn't. Became in tune with myself, so now we're playing the same notes. Talk about how I can fuck with people who can't grow. And I'm always staying safe, never changing lane. Then I wonder why every day feels so fucking same. Yeah, so slowly, honestly, while going through my whole first year of university, which I just finished, honestly, yeah, I've definitely started overthinking less. So that's what I mean by became in tune with myself, so now playing the same notes. But then also too, how I'm fucking walking contradiction. Like I said, I think I said that in my last video about how I'm always like, oh yeah, no, if you can't grow, if you're not willing to grow, don't fuck with me. But then there's been so many times where I'm too scared to try anything, therefore I'm too scared to grow. I don't know why I'd be contradicting myself like that. Glossing over any chances to get my head straight. Uncomfortable cause I'm not in my safe space. Only peace when nobody gives a shit. I wonder ended up like this. Is this self-explanatory, this? Yeah. Oh, but other than, was it, when I do have that anxiety, I sometimes miss like the easy ass solutions just because I'm too caught up in the moment. And what causes those? The daydreams and nightmares, which is where I overthink the most. And then yeah, only a piece where nobody gives a shit. So it ends up being, I end up like going, let me chill. I end up going into situations that leave me alone, but then sometimes that's peaceful, and that's why I'm saying only a piece when nobody gives a shit, because that's how it ended up, especially in first semester of my university. And then yeah, when I end up like this. All I know is daydreams and nightmares. Oh, it started. Don't wanna be a part of this. Melodies and rhymes started feeling not cathartic. These are the results of constantly loading myself. I sit fucking quiet when I actually need some help. The nightmares. Oh, it started. Don't wanna be a part of this. The melodies and rhymes started feeling not cathartic. These are the results of constantly loading myself. I sit fucking quiet when I actually need some help. Yeah, exactly. What I said before. The daydreams and nightmares are what started. That's where I overthink the most. That's where I'm all of a sudden just basically accumulating all the stuff I need to do for like the next fucking year, and then that gives me so much anxiety. That's why I always can never plan that far ahead because of how much it stresses me out. The melodies around started feeling like cathartic. Yeah, so making music relieves stress for me, and that's what that line's all about. Yeah, then I ended up like that because I would constantly loathe myself. So I would constantly get mad at myself for every single little mistake I would do, and I would think, oh, it's all over after just making like one mistake that is realistically not a big deal, but then I would think it's like the biggest deal in the world, and I would get so mad at myself going home from uni on those days. And I see if I quiet when I actually need some help. That's self-explanatory. Keep thinking out what just happened. I'm traveling, carrying emotional baggage. Fuck facing my fears. I don't want none of that. Let me be at peace in my own fucking habitat. So yeah, just constantly like recollecting, like trying to think back. How did this happen? Or like what is happening right now? And it's the fact that my whole life I've just been like bottling up all my feelings. So that's what I mean by traveling carrying emotional baggage. And then fuck facing my fears. I don't want none of that. Want none of that. I explained that before. How I'm too scared to try shit or like to do work. I procrastinate. Oh my god. I procrastinate on so much of my like schoolwork that I would like be too scared to start it because of the fucking grades. Let me be at peace in my own habitat. That's like, yo, let me chill. Let me be off to the side. Just let me be off to the side. Let me chill. That's what that line's about. Real life is what turned me into an insomniac. Daydreams and nightmares were the only way to get to sleep. Some dreams I've been wanting back. Maybe then I left him to relax. That okay, when it came to that one, I didn't put too much thought into that one to be completely honest. That one I just put words together that sounded really well, but also kind of related enough to like the subject or like the theme of the song. So yeah, real life is what turned me into insomniac. That's true though. Considering like whenever I would fuck something up, I would always go to bed like angry at myself. So that made it definitely harder to sleep. Daydreams, yeah. See, when it comes to this line, the daydreams and nightmares are the only way I can get sleep and dreams I've been wanting back. Yeah, that was just a line. To be honest, it doesn't make much sense, especially when I look back at it now. Yeah, it just sounded good. But maybe then I left him to relax. That one's, I'm just saying, like, once I'm able to, like, cure my, not cure necessarily, but once I'm able to, like, fix my overthinkingness or overcome it, then I'll finally be able to relax and sleep. Wake me up before I spiral. Only see my dreams when my eyes close. Believe in false schemes, all that I know. If you see me, then at least leave me the fuck up. Wake me up before I spiral. Only see my dreams when my eyes close. Believe in false schemes, all that I know. If you see me, then at least leave me the fuck alone. That one. Okay, when it came to those like four lines, I originally had the idea of wake me up before I spiral, and then I just played it. I just went off that. To only see my dreams when my eyes close. That's just faintly obvious. But honestly, I liked that. I liked how it sounded, so that's why I kept it. But then also it was the fact that honestly, like how some days became harder to see my dreams. So the only way I could was if I had my eyes closed. Believing false schemes, all that I know, it was all I was doing for a very long time. It still kind of am now. That came from constantly believing the random situations I would make up in my mind when clearly the likeness of it happening was like little to none. If you see me, then at least leave me the fuck alone. I just want to be left alone sometimes, man. That's the only reason why it came up like 3 different times. I'm done believing lies if it keeps me alive. I don't know. I don't know what that was.